I wanted to make this video to show the book of Enoch is actually true scripture. And I'm going to show using other Hebrew records to show that we actually need this record to complete what we don't have about Enoch in the compiled Bible. But through the Spirit of the Most High and using precepts, line upon line, here a little and there a little, we can get the truth. So first of all, I just wanted to read some scriptures that will help guide us through this study, starting with Psalms 119, verse 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Okay? And also I want to read Isaiah chapter 28, starting at verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, This is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. But the word of Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. So I wanted to show that the book of Enoch actually has precepts that we need to complete the Most High's truth concerning his people. And Enoch, they completely disregarded any real detail concerning Enoch in the compiled Bible. We have a couple of verses concerning Enoch in the Apocrypha, which was a part of the compiled Bible, the 1611 King James Version, but they completely took out the 14 books. And so you only have like Genesis chapter 5 and verse 18 and Genesis chapter 5 verses 22 through 24 that actually goes into Enoch. And then you have in Jude and Hebrews that mention Enoch in the New Testament. But that's it. And so for us to really understand why Enoch was took, why the Most High took Enoch, we have to, complete the story, and we have records that complete the story. And so it all comes together, right? And so the Most High gave Enoch wisdom and knowledge through visions before he went to heaven. All right, so we're going to go to the book of Jasher, chapter 3, verses 1 through 2. And Enoch lived 65 years, and he begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after having begot Methuselah. And he served Yahweh and despised the evil ways of men. And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in the instruction of Yahweh, in knowledge and in understanding. And he wisely retired from the sons of men, and secreted himself from them for many days. And Now we're going to read Book of Jubilees, chapter 4, starting at verse 17. Well, actually, it tells you in verse 16 that Jared had his son and called him Enoch. Okay. And so, verse 17, and he was the first among men that are born on earth who learnt writing and knowledge and wisdom, and who wrote down the signs of heaven according to the order of their months in a book, that men might know the seasons of the years according to the order of their separate months. And he was the first to write a testimony, and he testified to the sons of men among the generations of the earth, and recounted the weeks of the Jubilees, and made known to them the days of the years, and set in order the months, and recounted the Sabbaths of the years as we made them known to him. And what was and what will be, he saw in a vision of his sleep, as it will happen to the children of men throughout their generations until the day of judgment. He saw and understood everything, and he wrote his testimony and placed the testimony on earth for all the children of men and for their generations. Okay, and verse 20 shows he had a son and called him Methuselah. And then we're going to go to verse 21. And he was moreover with the angels of God these 6 jubilees of years. And they showed him everything which is on earth and in the heavens, the rule of the sun. And he wrote down everything. And he testified to the watchers who had sinned with the daughters of men, for these had begun to unite themselves so as to be defiled with the daughters of men. And Enoch testified against them all. Okay. So now we're going to go to the book of Enoch, chapter 1, verse 1. The word of the blessing of Enoch, how he blessed the elect and the righteous, who were to exist in the time of trouble, rejecting all the wicked and ungodly. Enoch, a righteous man, who was with God, answered and spoke while his eyes were open, and while he saw a holy vision in the heavens. This the angel showed me. I'm going to go to Enoch, chapter 37, verse 1. The vision which he saw, the second vision of wisdom, which Enoch saw, the son of Jared, the son of Malaleel, the son of Canaan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam. This is the commencement of the word of wisdom, which I received to declare and tell to those who dwell upon earth. Hear from the beginning and understand to the end the holy things which I utter in the presence of Yahweh of spirits. Those who were before us thought it good to speak. And let not us who come after obstruct the beginning of wisdom. Until the present period, never has there been given before Yahweh spirits that which I have received, wisdom according to the capacity of my intellect, and according to the pleasure of Yahweh of spirits, that which I have received from him, a portion of life eternal. And I obtained 3 parables, which I declare to the inhabitants of the world. All right. So that's all showing that the Most High gave Enoch wisdom and knowledge through visions. And this was before he went to heaven. Everything he was being shown, he was still in the earth. And it's real evident when you read in the book of Jasher, chapter 3, how the Most High commanded Enoch to teach the sons of men his wisdom and knowledge he was learning. So we're going to go to the book of Jasher, chapter 3, starting at verse 3. And it was at the expiration of many years, whilst he was serving Yahweh and praying before him in his house, that an angel of Yahweh called to him from heaven, and he said, Here am I. And he said, Rise, go forth from thy house, and from the place where thou dost hide thyself, and appear to the sons of men, in order that thou mayest teach them the way in which they should go, and the work which they must accomplish to enter in the ways of God. And Enoch rose up according to the word of Yahweh, and went forth from his house, from his place, and from the chamber in which he was concealed. And he went to the sons of men and taught them the ways of Yahweh. And at that time assembled the sons of men and acquainted them with the instruction of Yahweh. All right. Go to verse 8. And the Spirit of God was upon Enoch, and he taught all his men the wisdom of God and his ways. And the sons of men served Yahweh all the days of Enoch, and they came to hear his wisdom. And go to verse 11. And Enoch taught them wisdom, knowledge, and the ways of Yahweh, and he made peace amongst them, and peace was throughout the earth during the life of Enoch. All right, so Enoch taught his son Methuselah all the secrets, wisdom, and knowledge that the Most High revealed to him. And Enoch wrote down everything that he had learned from the Most High. And go to the book of Jubilees, chapter 4, starting at verse 20 tells you that Enoch had a son and called him Methuselah. And in verse 21, and he was moreover with the angels of God these 6 jubilees of years, and they showed him everything which is on earth and in the heavens, the rule of the sun, and he wrote down everything. So Enoch wrote down everything that the angels and the Most High was showing him. All right, so now we're going to go to Enoch chapter 80, verse 8. And they said unto me, Explain everything to Methuselah thy son, and inform all thy children that no flesh shall be justified before Yahweh, for he is their creator. So we all were supposed to know what was written by Enoch. We're going to go to Enoch chapter 81, verse 1. Now, my son Methuselah, all these things I speak unto thee and write for thee. To thee I have revealed all, and have given thee books of everything. Preserve, my son Methuselah, the books written by thy father, that thou mayest transmit them to future generations. Wisdom have I given to thee to thy children, and thy posterity, that they may transmit to their children for generations forever this wisdom in their thoughts, and that those who comprehend it may not slumber, but hear with their ears, that they may learn this wisdom and be deemed worthy of eating this wholesome food. Okay, so Enoch wrote down everything that he learned from the Most High and the angels, And he passed these writings to his son Methuselah, and also he taught him everything, all the secrets and wisdom and knowledge that he had received. And I also wanted to show the book of Jubilees actually proves the book of Enoch to be true scripture itself, by piecing a couple of verses. I'm going to go to book of Jubilees, chapter 4, verse 18. And he was the first to write a testimony, and he testified to the sons of men according to the generations of the earth, and recounted the weeks of the Jubilees, and made known to them the days of the years, and set in order the months, and recounted the Sabbaths of the years as we made them known to him. And you can find this evident in Enoch chapter 81. When you read the whole chapter, it's going into exactly what Jubilees chapter 4 verse 18 is talking about. All right, so now we're going to read book of Jubilees chapter 4 verse 19. And what was and what will be, he saw in a vision of his sleep, as it will happen to the children of men throughout their generations, until the day of judgment. He saw and understood everything, and he wrote his testimony and placed the testimony on earth for all the children of men and for their generations. And this is evident in Enoch chapter 92. He saw the generations, he saw the end. Most High showed them all. And also, I want to read Jubilees chapter 4, verse 21. Okay. And he was moreover with the angels of God these 6 Jubilees of years. And they showed him everything which is on earth and in the heavens, the rule of the sun. And he wrote down everything. So the book of Jubilees tell you that Enoch wrote down everything. So only having what we have compiled in the King James and even the 1611 version Bibles, you don't have these things that were meant for all generations to know. And we have it now. It tells you that the scrolls of the book of Enoch were dated between 300 and 100 something BC. Some people don't believe in the other Hebrew records outside of the Bible, but you have to realize the Bible was compiled of scrolls, and it would make sense for you to understand that there's more detail to what is mentioned in the Bible. So, you just gotta open your mind, or you're not gonna have the full truth. So, peace.